What is that line on my face? Where is it coming from? You? Is it? Wait. I can't tell. It is you. Oh, that's way better. Okay. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see anything because I felt like potting on the floor today. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have a really quick repot and chat. I posted about some of the new plants I got and they need to be repotted. I kind of usually like to wait a little bit before I get things going, but here's the thing. The plants that I got from Amanda, they just arrived in moss. She will me if I keep them in moss, so we're going to transfer them. I think I'm gonna do tree fern fiber for my anthuriums that I got from Amanda, and then for the Homolomena that I got, there's a lot of mealybugs going around the world right now, and I just really don't trust anything that comes from the store, so I just want to get it sort of out of the soil that it's in, and it feels really heavy and damp, and I want to clean it off. I want to spray it down and just make sure nothing kind of creeps in here. I'm just a little, honestly, I'm a little worried the Homolomena is just going to completely just throw a fit, so I'm going to do that last and just decide if I'm going to repot or if I'm just going to keep it in its own little bin for a while and let it do its thing, and then repot after it's sort of gotten used to being here. Anyway, so the first anthurium I do not need to repot. It's already in tree fern fiber mixed with pon and perlite, so that's good to go. I do have the Hoya SP Germany, and I'm missing the two New Guinea ghosts. I am a little unsure of how to pot this because the stems are a little bit on the shorter side, and then the vines are very heavy. It's actually not that heavy, but I am gonna do, I think I'll do not tree fern fiber. I'll do pon for these. I don't really have any pretty vessels right now. I need to go thrifting, but it's been a while since I've gone through vessel shopping. So this one is, both of these are going to my mom. More than likely she's going to give one stem to my grandma or whatever. I'll let her decide what's going to happen, but I'm just going to put it in this little cup for now since it's going to California. And I'm doing a perlite heavy pon mix. So I don't have like a repot and chat topic for today, but I do have some sort of thoughts of stuff that's been on my mind. And it mostly pertains to YouTube and YouTube comments. I don't know what it is, but this channel just attracts so much negativity. It's not even crazy. It's not even crazy. It is crazy. I don't know, like maybe there's like a sign on my forehead, or maybe it's just like the vibes I give off where I'm like, yeah, drama, like I want you, I love you, I want drama. Everybody bring your drama here. I'm so scared I'm gonna knock one of these leaves off. So yeah, it just finds its way here, and of course I don't know how to pot this. Of course I try and ignore them, but I think, like, honestly, unless you're in the position where you're getting comments like this like on a regular basis, it's hard to explain how exhausting it is to sort of hear almost the same kinds of things on a weekly basis. Not even just for like the way I go about taking care of my plants, like the no drainage thing, that's a weekly battle. I really shouldn't even call it a battle anymore because I stopped responding to them, only because most of the time it's like they don't really want to have like they don't really want to have a conversation, they just want to have an argument. And I've done enough on my channel to show no drainage that I don't really think I should be wasting my time trying to fight that fight when there's nothing to fight, really. My gosh, this is so dicey. And the thing is like Hoya leaves are not very flexible, you know. The second you kind of bend it out of shape, it starts to bleed. I'm just going to be very, very gentle. We're just gonna go like that, and I'm going to leave it alone and call it a day, and we're done. I don't really fight that fight anymore because it's old, right? Like I'm over it. But there's the constant, well, not constant, there's the very, very, I would say, regular comments about Pudge. I've said my piece on that. I don't really know what people want me to do at this point. It seems like most people want me to either put my dog down or give him back, or I don't really know. I don't actually know what the Pudge comments are supposed to do, where it'll be like, I can't focus when your dog is breathing like that. What am I supposed to do about that? Or the whole thing with like, I can't believe you would get a pug, like that's so unethical and you should adopt and not shop. You guys, he's in my house, okay? He's my child. That ship has sailed. That ship has sailed. So we're not doing that. So there's that fight, and then there's the thing about just like, I guess, telling me how I should make my videos. Like there was one person that was like, I'm not watching your videos anymore if you keep adding music. There's another person, I'm gonna unfollow you if you don't post shorter videos. This video was too short. I thought the videos were an hour long. Like no matter what you do, you can't please everyone, right? I'm just telling you guys right now, I don't know how people make like 10-15 minute long videos. I've already been recording for, is that a 9 or a 19? I don't know how people make these 10-15 minute videos. I just can't do it. Like, what would I even talk about for 15 minutes? That's like me just saying hello to you guys. And this is me not even trying to be like snarky or bitchy or sarcastic or anything. I'm just saying, if you're into short videos, this is 100% not the channel for you, because my style is long form, and when I make the time to film and squeeze it into my schedule, it's because I want to make something with substance. I try in every video to at least include things that people can take away from it, whether it's information about a certain plant or whether it's information about the things I'm using. I don't like to just be like, oh, hey, look at my new plant, and then run away. Like, for one, I truly, like, just to be honest, I don't watch videos like that. Oh, hey, Pudge. I don't watch videos like that, and so I wouldn't make videos like that. I'll come cuddle with you in just a second. I'm almost done. Okay, I promise. So this is the Anthurium red crystallinum crossed with the portulae, and it's got some brand new moss roots, which I'm not gonna super worry about because I'm putting it in tree fern fiber. I was gonna do pond, but I think I'm gonna start with tree fern fiber first and then move it to pond. And my tree fern fiber has a lot of perlite and pond mixed into it anyway, so. So yeah, I just like, I guess I've just never gone onto anyone's social media platform, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, and have felt the need to like say, hey, you should do this to make your stuff better, or like you should do this because I like this more. I just find that a little bit mean and weird, and I think also it's the way that some people come off. It's like, I don't know, it's, some people word it like, oh, I can't stick around if so and so like doesn't do this, this, and this. It just feels a little bit demanding, and like there's like a sense of entitlement that comes with it, like, oh, if you don't meet my demands then you're not going to get my view. And like, respectfully, like, that's fine, you know, like there's so many creators out there now that I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find someone that like meets your criteria. But I'm honestly just here to shoot the shit and hang out with you guys. And you know, I apologize if the videos are too long, but it's just my style. And like, I'm the kind of person who, like, I have ADHD, so it is hard for me to kind of like sit down and pay attention. But even if it's like a 10-minute long video, the chances of me just sitting there and just like tuning in and watching is very low. I'm more likely to put on something a little bit longer so that I feel like I can like walk away from things or just have it in the background and like do my own thing, because very rarely do I ever just sit and like attentively focus on something. Even if it's a movie or a show, like I always have my phone, like something to distract me, or I'm like doing plant stuff at the same time. And so I don't know, I guess maybe I'm catering to the demographic that I feel like I'm a part of, but so much of like the majority of like my comments has been talking about how they're happy that I make longer videos. But I do try, trust me, I try to make shorter ones for you guys, but they always end up being still like half an hour long. But to me, that's really short because I can film and edit it so fast. I'm like, oh yeah, that was easy. But like, the thought of doing a 10-minute video, like truly, what would I do in 10 minutes or 15 minutes? It's just not in my nature. I don't think I could do it. So I got my flu shot today. I got my flu shot and my COVID flu shot booster. And I'm, ow, my arm hurts. And I feel like I just got really, really warm and like a headache. Oh no. So here's the Antheria moroccianum from Amanda. A beauty with beautiful roots already. I don't know how, okay, let's just try and pull off some of these. So anyway, I don't mean to be a negative Nancy, but I don't know, I feel like I can vent to you guys about stuff and you guys just like understand me. I'm not looking for sympathy or pity or anything. I just need to vent sometimes, because I really try. Like I don't talk about or publicly bring to light a lot of the comments that I get, and I get some pretty nasty ones, like some really, really bad ones. Clearly from people who are just like miserable and are looking for someone to like take their misery out on. But I'm not the one. You guys, I can't fix your problems. Saying mean things to me is not going to improve your life at all. At least I don't think it will. And if it does, that's really sad and weird. But I don't know. Like, I see a lot of YouTube creators getting really mean comments, like even the sweetest ones ever. Like Fern, who could like never hurt a single soul. Like, Fern is a way better person than I am. I'll tell you that much for sure. She's not sassy at all. She's like just so like nice, and like some people leave her like such rude comments. I just don't get it. Where do people get the audacity to just be mean to people? And I know that like a lot of people say, oh, just ignore it like everyone else does. But I don't know. I feel like I should match their energy. I think that it's become so normal for like people who make content online to just ignore mean comments. That's why they keep getting away with it. But seriously, like 9 times out of 10 when I reply to these comments or like call them out, they always delete it. Every single time. And I'm hoping they delete it because they don't want people sort of like piggybacking on the comments, and like they don't want to get like, they can dish it but they can't receive it. But I truly, truly hope that it's because they realize that they were being mean, or like they shouldn't have said that. That's what I'm hoping, because maybe it'll prevent that person from going on to the next person and leaving a nasty comment. Because I just feel like it's like that, you know? These people just have all day to just go online and find any creator online and just leave like nasty comments, and it's just not okay. You know, I've even gotten comments about like the way I look. There was someone who, you know, was suggesting that like, oh, she would look so much better if she got her eyebrows done. The eyebrows are there. They keep my face warm. They're doing their job. They don't keep the crap out of my eyes though. If that's the purpose of the eyebrow, mine are not working then. I've had people say, oh, she tries to talk like Megan Fox. What? I talk nothing like Megan Fox. What are we even saying here? There's another person that was like, you could tell she thinks she's the main character. It's my YouTube channel. Who else are the other characters besides Pudge and my plants? I'm just floored. And I know that I've like talked about trolls on this channel a lot, and I've talked about like, you know, online bullying and stuff like that, but it's just something that I've become kind of really passionate about, and it's why I really speak up and defend myself, because I just feel like the norm is for people with like an online brand or whatever to just like be nice and don't be confrontational and don't reply to those comments. But like, if you allow them to just come on your page and spew that kind of energy, like what's gonna stop them from like doing that on your page again, or like going to someone else's page and doing the same, you know? And I'm not gonna drop any names, but there was a very, very, very judgmental meanerson who left a rude comment on Alice's channel and then came on my channel and left me a rude comment, and you got blocked. So it's just not okay. Like, just don't do it. Don't do that. It's not nice. Oh no. The Homolomena. What do we do? What do we do? I don't see any pests, but it doesn't mean that they're not there. Like, there's gotta be at least spider mites, right? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Just because it's a Homolomena and I don't feel confident with Homolomenas, so I think what I'll do is just bin it. I'll put it in its own little bin, and I will first spray it with I think I'll do a spinosad treatment, and then I'll do an Azamax treatment in a few days so that we can sort of take care of thrips and spider mites, but I think I'm going to leave it. Something is telling me that if I repot it, it's going to throw a major fit, and I just don't need that in my life right now. So we're not gonna touch it. Oh my gosh, my arm. My arm. Plant was doing so well, and then it just like randomly took a caca on me. Oh no, I need a bowl. I think I have a fever. So here is my Billietier. I am 100% thinking it's root rot. This stem looks terrible. Oh my gosh, how is this even alive? You know what? Look at how shriveled and dyed. Oh, it's just breaking off. Oh my gosh, have you guys ever seen anything more embarrassing? Okay, so that's 100% dead. Luckily, we've got a good amount of stem now from this propagation, because this was a propped plant. So I'm going to, let's try and give you guys a better view here. I'm gonna be chopping this off of this. So right here, actually, let's do this first. Guys, it's like completely hollow. And you know what I'm guessing is this plant was really freaking neglected, because I forgot about it. It was on the very top of a shelf, and I think that the roots just shriveled up and turned to ashes. So, and then I like would have flooded it with water when I realized that it was thirsty, and that's when it got mushy. So I think, okay, I'm just gonna, there's a lot happening here. What is the growth pattern? What are we doing? I'm just gonna yank this leaf off and smell it because I love the smell of a freshly cut philodendron. This one smells different. It smells like a carrot. Okay, so that's gonna go over there. But let's see if my diagnosis is right. I mean, I know it's right. I can see through it. There's no new roots, and it looks, ow! Mom, I pinched my pinky. I know it's root rot, but I do think that when I unpot it, the roots are gonna look like it has been shriveled up and then attempted to be resuscitated. So let's just get it out of here and see. Oh, it does not smell good. Okay. Let me just try and get this soil off so that you guys can actually see the roots. Honestly, I really should get rid of this billy because I already have a billy black and I have my big billy, which is starting to size up for me. Surprisingly, I really didn't think that one was going to gain any size, but she's getting bigger. And as much as I love the Billy Etier, I'm really only trying to have doubles of the ones that I cannot live without, like the Philodendron SP Columbia or the Philodendron SP Silver. And who else do I have duplicates of? Oh, Gloriosum, obviously. Soderoy, Soderini, you know those. Glorious. So we're looking here. Yep. And I could feel it. So it's like, do you guys hear it? It's like become hollow. And just by looking at it, I can tell that at one point it was so dehydrated and shriveled up and it didn't have any more water in there. And then I just flooded it with water when I realized it was thirsty. And that is why it's like mushy. This isn't great. There are some nodes on here that it's kind of weird. So I'm gonna take this off. Oh, that smells a little better. That smells more like a philodendron. Okay, so it's weird because the top is dry, but the bottom isn't that dry. I kind of want to I'm not going to propagate this because I really don't need any more billy, but just for the sake of this video and educational purposes, we're going to just dissect this thing a little bit. So this was the top, and it is completely dry in here. Dead tissue, all dead tissue. There's not a single brain cell in there. I'm gonna cut down a little bit more, and you guys can see half of the stem is rotten, so that's healthy tissue and that's rotted tissue. And then let's cut down more. Let's cut like halfway. No, let's cut like right here. And then we've got healthy tissue, so the rot stopped basically right here. Because if you look, this is pretty much mostly healthy besides a little bit on this outside. So yeah, if you did want to like propagate this, like if, you know, hypothetically this was your plant, you could. I'm gonna chop at the bottom here just to see if it's mushy, and it's not. So we have a healthy chunk right here. If anything, you could take your scraper and slice off this rot or just kind of cut it out. I'm not keeping this, but just if you guys have this plant, you could in theory just take this stem. But if it were me, I would chop off all of these roots because these are just excess that's not gonna do anything. They're completely dry. Yeah, and they're hollow. Surprisingly, there's some that don't look terrible, like they don't look that bad. Like this root here it'll probably do something. Like if we chop it. Oh yeah, so that one's alive. This one's dead. So that's how you guys can tell if a root is healthy. And I've actually had that question before, saying if you chop a root, like I think I answered this already, but if you chop a root, like will it grow new roots? Will it grow new roots? And the answer is yes. So you can 100% chop off parts of it that are dead. Make sure it like calluses over, or at least is in a sterile like environment, and then it'll pop out new roots from here, and even probably from down here too. So, and one way that you can tell is by just slicing it open and seeing what color it is. That's a dead root. That's not going to do anything. So this one is like all the way dead. Oh, well, I guess not all the way, but you can see some tissue sort of at the base of it. So anyway, I think that is it for me. Everything is pretty much repotted. I do just need to inoculate these and water them, and I'm going to be inoculating them with TPS billions. And hopefully they appreciate it, and hopefully they take to Tree Fern Fiber Life. I am pretty confident that they'll be okay, since they already had some nice new moss roots growing. Thank you again, Amanda, for these plants. I have linked her Instagram in the description. Just as a reminder, she does not ship plants to Canada, but she does ship to the US. She doesn't have an online shop or anything, but you can follow her on Instagram and keep an eye on her stories for when she does her Instagram sales in her stories. Or I believe you can message her if you are in the States and you know you want to buy something. Yeah, you can shoot her a message on there. But otherwise, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys again for watching another video. If you liked it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up because it helps us a lot on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are the freaking best, and I will see you in the next one.